Yes, we have a new sign.
Timberlake here.
Nothing to report injury-wise.
Another 3-goal deficit. You seem very upset after this one.
I am. Same issue as the last game early, and then you know, you can say what you want. Our guys had show character. We came back, we battled back, got the 3-1, 3-2, and what really angers me is that, you know, we had all the momentum. I can't tell you what the final outcome was, but we basically, you know, at that point, with the too many men on the penalty, we've had how many in the last little while, and that's just watching the guy you're replacing come to the bench, you go on. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. And we've taken a few of those lately, way too many, and it cost us. And tonight it cost us big time. We had lots of momentum going forward. We had maybe one of the best teams in the league on their heels. And, you know, give us a chance to win. There's lots of time on the clock. We basically shortened the game from having, you know, 12 minutes to see if we could come up with another goal and have a push for it. We basically, you know, finish the game the next minute. So there was too many men, and then we took a cross-tracking penalty down the ice. And that to me is absolutely unacceptable. You know, we battled back. We got ourselves in a hole. I don't know if we put ourselves in a hole. We didn't get any saves, and you know, we take two untimely penalties that basically, you know, Boston was nothing at your back there, just killed all of them. So that's my frustration, is that we've got a lot of guys really committed, really working, showing true character, and then we do things that can't happen, unacceptable things. So.
Who was it jumped on?
We'll keep that in the locker room. You know, which is going.
The decision to replace Hutton, was that performance-based or was that something else?
I saw the second goal. I saw not been seeing too many of those from playing goalie roulette lately.
Because that's now, I think, 3 straight games we've had to pull your goaltender. I mean, how do you sort of try to stop something like this?
Guess right, I guess. No, the goalies that we have are trying their best, plain and simple. And as a group in front of them, we're trying our best. And right now they're going through a little bit of a dry spell. And does it affect their psyche? Yeah. It's almost like getting hit with a stun gun. You know, you're in that stun mode for a few minutes, and you've got to work through that. And once you work through that, you know, I think you saw our character. We're down 3-0. We could have said, hey, it's going to be just, you know, let's just go through the motions, get the game over. You know, we get a couple of days off. We didn't do that. That's not in our DNA. So that's the part I really like about our hockey club. But it's frustrating. You know, we need to save, you know, especially early, and we have to battle back. And then we battle back, we end up doing something that costs us, you know, maybe points. And we need points, for example.
I imagine a strong start was probably discussed before the game.
Absolutely. We talked about that, and then the first shot goes in. So actually, I think it was 2 out of 3 or 2 or 4. It wasn't very many. I know that.
It seems like you have to play a perfect game to be able to win lately. Every mistake seems to be getting in the back of your net.
Yeah, it does right now, and that's the psyche thing about it. You know, that plays in your mind a little bit. Are we strong enough to get through that? Yeah, absolutely. I believe that room is strong enough to get through it. But you know, reality is we've got to play almost a perfect game. We've got a very, very young goaltending tandem that is trying as hard as they can, and they care, and they do everything. And we've got a very young D-core, one of the youngest D-cores in the league. And so right now we're almost have to play perfect. And we have not only do you have to play real, you know, you don't have room for error, but you got to play really good, and you got to play really smart. And I thought we played really good. You know, today scoring chances were very even in the first. It wasn't, you know, we gave them easy goals. But the part that was really frustrating was in the third, when we had momentum, you just play smart, and you just stay deliberate. You stay to the game plan. Our game plan was good. We didn't change it in the first second. There was no need to. We didn't do anything particularly wrong. They just ended up in their net. So it was just stay with the game plan. They did that. We pecked away. We got back, and then we did some things that we can't do if we want to get points. That was more my frustration than anything.
It seems like frustration seems to be the key word. What more can you say at this point?
You're asking me 15 minutes after a game. You ask any coach when you lose a game, if you've been in this business, that coaches get frustrated. Coaches have emotions, and that. So, yeah, there's frustration. But I know after the break and come back, and I'm going to have a game plan. I'm going to have a better attitude. Talk to me in an hour from now. I'll have a great attitude. I'll be back. I'll be able to park this and move on. But you're asking me right now, there was a frustration in some of the things that we did. Once we got the momentum, is that the whole key is to keep it. That's the frustration. We didn't do that. So, if I wasn't frustrated, then you'd ask what's wrong with me. So,
This break coming at the perfect time for you guys?
I don't know if it's coming at a perfect time. I know that we probably need a break. Every team in the league does at this point. We'll take it. And we come out on the other side of a very important game, and back-to-back against a hot Dallas Stars team and a very good LA Kings team. So, what we do coming out of the break is going to be real important for going forward here.
Thanks, everyone.